husband called, which was perfectly fine. I love talking to him. But again, I hope I can upload these together. We'll see. If anybody has any recommended video editing apps, I'm not going to do anything crazy. Just very simple stuff. If anybody has any recommended apps, let me know. So anyways, I have no idea what this actually used to say. I begged my sister for it. I love Harry Potter. I was super, super, super into it for pretty much all of my life. I have acquired other things that I have obsessed over now, but this was like my main thing growing up. And it was like the storybook wizardry and witchcraft palette. This, unfortunately, is the mirror. All cracked to hell and back. These are the shades. I don't know if you can see, but they've all been dipped in pretty good because I've had this for a long time. Let me tell you the shade names. Oh my god, if I can read them, I need to put on some glasses. There is Broomstick. I don't know what this red one is. A lot of this is worn off too. Well, I don't know. Moving on. There is Cloak, Potions, Prophecy, Salem, Merlin, Bewitched, Cauldron, Spellbook, Charms, and Jinx. I think my favorite ones were Charmed and Bewitched. It's this peachy color, and then this gold. Oh, I loved this gold. I was just, if you can see, super obsessed with it. Growing up, maybe if I put it on my wrist. Oh, heavens. Just beautiful. Super pigmented. Loved it. I do remember the green and the blue were not very pigmented, and neither was this, like, dark gray. And again, these are all a little bit different in person than they are shown up on camera. I would also use Prophecy a lot. I don't want to call it translucent because it's not, but it was very pale, and if I was trying to go for the I'm not wearing eyeshadow look, that is what I would put all over my lid. Sorry, let me try to adjust this a little bit here. Again, chins 1 and 2 is what you get to see for now. I'll find a better setup eventually, but eventually it just doesn't have to be right now. But this was my end-all be-all eyeshadow palette for a long time. I have 3 separate mirrors, which I don't think you want to see. I have this one with the handle is broken, but it's a big one. And I have 2 smaller ones with a handle. So that's part of the collection of my makeup and makeup tools. So those were some eyeshadows I had. Very excited. My e.l.f. powder that I had showed you. I have this e.l.f. highlighter, and highlighter was like all the rage from like 2016, like 2015 to 2017. It was, especially in my high school, I had a pretty good sized high school that I went to, and all the makeup girlies, it was highlighter. And I really liked this one, and I used it a lot, and I still do use highlighter, but I don't put it everywhere like I used to. I'll do a little bit on the Cupid's bow if I'm feeling really frisky, just a tiny bit on my nose, but I pretty much only use it just for my eyebrows now. And that's it, but I used this a lot. I have no idea what shade this is actually. It doesn't say anywhere. It might have said on the original packaging, but I've had this for a long time. So it's kind of a pearly silver shade. My lamp is both helping and hindering my efforts. I do wonder if this child is ever going to go to sleep. He can do without naps, but I'm sure he probably still wants some naps. Also, my bedroom is not directly under his, but it's very close, so I can hear him both through the floor and through the baby monitor. And then I showed you this palette. It is talc-free, clean, cruelty-free, and vegan, formulated with kaolin clay, Kaolin clay, known to reduce shine and hydrate ingredients. Has shea and cocoa butter. That's pretty cool. And they have, so What's Up Beauty has Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube if you'd like to check them out. Pretty solid product so far. And then this this is the primer I use for my face. I have a separate one for my eyes. Both by the brand Elf, of course. I love Elf. I have a ton of Elf stuff. This is the poreless putty primer. You can definitely see my finger's been in there. Works super well. I have no complaints. I have very large pores on my nose and my cheeks, and it does the job. It taken poreless to a new meaning. I really like it. I have super red cheeks, and I don't wear a very thick or full coverage foundation, and I don't use a ton of powder on my face just because I do touch my face a lot, and if I do a full face, my kids are gonna touch it. So I have super red cheeks, so I've never really felt it necessary to wear blush, and I just get tired of looking at the pinkness in them. So when I would wear a full face makeup, I do sometimes, well, I haven't in a long time, but I would kind of cake on the foundation and the powder, because I was tired of having all that redness in my face. But then I remember blush became kind of a big trend, too, to put like the blush on your nose and stuff, and I did that a few times, and I just kind of felt silly. That wasn't really my thing. It looks super cute on the girls that I see that do it. It did not look super cute on me. I guess just for reference, I am 5'11", and I'm built like a Kenmore refrigerator. So a bunch of the stuff that I would see on these girls who were much smaller than me, I would think, oh, that's so cute. How darling, how adorable, can't wait to try it. And I would try it, and I would look at my face and think, that looks so cute. And then I would stand in a full body mirror, I'm like, what? Why does it not translate right? So I don't do that trend anymore as much as I liked it. I don't do that anymore. Just because I felt silly. You know, there are many other makeup trends and stuff that I am much more comfortable in, that I like a little bit more. But I would use this Burt's Bees blush in the shade Shy Pink, 1210 Shy Pink. It is blush with bamboo. I didn't know that until right now. And it's in this cute little 2, 4, 6 sides. I don't know actually. I know the pentagon is 5 sided. I know the octagon is 8 sides. Hexagon, is that 6 sided? I feel so silly right now. I'm teaching my children shapes and stuff, and that usually stops at 5. I believe this is a hexagon. If not, I'm sorry. And of course, because it's Burt's Bees, it was like a little beehive print. Cute shade. It is a very shy pink, not super pigmented. Really pretty pink. Sorry, I'm also now just looking in a group chat that I have with my siblings. We are trying to plan a family vacation sometime this summer. It's been years and years and years since all of us have been together, and all of us have children now. And I have 2 siblings that have children that are very similar in age to my children. And so for Father's Day or sometime around that, we want to surprise our dad with all of us together. And there's a lot of us. So I have a lot of half siblings, so my family is kind of complicated. But on my dad's side, I'm the youngest out of all of them, but I'm the youngest of 5 on my dad's side. I have 1 sister and 3 brothers, and then me. And then my dad and my stepmom. My siblings are all quite a bit older than I am. My oldest sibling is 40. He's 40. Will be 41 this summer. And then my next sibling is a few years younger than that. And then my sister's a few younger than that. And then my sibling closest in age to me will be 31 at the end of this year. I'm 25. We'll be 26 here in a few months. So, sorry, I'm looking over my doggies. So, big age gap, and I was only 8 years old when my eldest nephew was born. He's 17 now. I think he just turned 17 in November. He's a junior in high school, which is crazy. I can't believe my oldest nephew and my eldest niece is only, I think she's 15. She's either 14 turning 15 or 15 turning 16 this month, towards the end of the month, which is crazy to me. They're both in high school already. It's sophomore and junior. They've grown up so big. I remember holding them in the hospital, and it was really kind of a shock when I had my children, watching them hold my kids. You know, it's like they're young enough to be my siblings, because there's such an age gap between me and my siblings that, you know, they're holding my children, their cousins. It's just full circle crazy to see that. I mean, my kids are still really young, and it's crazy to see how quickly they grow. I can't even imagine what it's like for my other siblings to now have their children be in high school and almost out of high school with some of them. It's crazy. Time really flies. Like it's really just, I don't even know how else to say it besides it's crazy. So anyways, we are trying to just do this thing, and we've tried before in the past, and there's a lot of birthdays throughout the summer. There's just a lot of stuff going on all the time, and with work schedules and everything else, I am so beyond lucky and blessed that I am able to stay home with my children. I'm a stay-at-home mom. And one of my siblings, one of my brothers, stays home with his children as well. His wife is the breadwinner. She makes some pretty decent money. She works really hard. All of my siblings work really hard. And so it's, I guess, easier for me to be able to say we can kind of do this whenever everybody else really needs to plan a little bit more for it. And that same token, though, my husband, he's a truck driver, and I only get to see him every 6 or so weeks for about a week at a time, which is really unfortunate, but he does that so that I can stay home with our children. We are so lucky to have him. He's a wonderful man. So it's a lot more difficult because he has a co-driver, so they have to agree upon the times to come home, and everyone has different stuff going on in their lives. So trying to find the time for them to come home at the same time it can be tough. Pardon me. It can be tough. So, while I have it really easy when trying to make plans, he has it on the opposite end of the spectrum. So, we're trying to decide now where to go, what to do, how to reserve it, when to reserve it, the whole 9 yards. And it's just tough. It's tough, but we're gonna make it happen. We love our dad very much. Our dad's a wonderful guy. And we want to do this also for our stepmother. My stepmother and I have gotten very close. They got married when I was 14, and we weren't always the best of friends. Moving into a house with a hormonal teenager is not fun. But we've gone through it, and now we are really quite close, and I am very excited to see her. I don't live close to my family. I live about an hour away from one of my brothers, and then I live 6-7 hours away from most of the rest of my family, excluding about one sister. She lives about 4 hours away from me, so we don't get to see them very often at all. It's been years since I've seen that sister. It's just kind of all over the place because I have a few siblings that live in the same town that we grew up in, and that's where my parents both still live. But then I have 2 siblings that live a few hours away, and then I live the furthest. I live in a different state than they do now, actually. So it's tough getting to see everybody, and it would be nice to do this, and we all have young children. Well, not all of us, but my sister has a son that's 2.5. My brother has twins that are 2.5. I have a 2.5-year-old and a 17-month-old. Come this summer, my eldest will be 3, and my youngest will be 2 at the end of August. So they're all kind of in there close together, and it would really be great for them to be able to all play together and have fun and share those experiences. We're also all married, so there's 10 of us plus the 2 adults, which would be my stepmother and my father. So there's 12 adults, and then there is, let's see how many kids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's 12 adults, 11 kids. Which is a lot when you're trying to find somewhere to stay. We are looking for places that have multiple. We don't want to just get a hotel. We want it to be able to be somewhere where we can all just kind of hang out, like a giant cabin of sorts. And that's tough when you're looking for that many people and you only have 6 months instead of 2 years to plan. So we're doing what we can. We're trying to get dates figured out definitively. My siblings all work way different schedules. So it's tough to get everybody to say, well, these dates work. And then everybody thinks, okay, yes, these will work. And then one sibling's like, oh, actually, I have a project going on. I can't get out of time then. So then you kind of have to redo it. And it's to no fault of theirs or anything like that. They're all very hardworking adults. Sorry, that was my cat, Meatloaf. So it certainly has its challenges. for a message that I didn't even know how to tell you guys about, but I like to yap. I don't get a ton of adult interaction. I have like one friend up here, and she has a very young child now, so we don't really get to see each other very often. We live about 30 minutes away from each other, so it can be tough. And my cat Meatloaf is over here wanting some pets. Anyways, moving on with the video. This is going to be like a 2-hour long video, so I hope you guys are ready for it. Another elf product. Sorry, my son is really not happy that he doesn't have a pinky. Another elf product. This is a contour palette. Contour and highlight palette. It has 2 contour shades and 2 highlight shades. I still confidently do not know how to contour right. It's tough. At the very I kind of have a big forehead, so I put some on my forehead and I'll try to do like the cheeks. Let me say this, it was easier to try to find where to contour when I was a little bit skinnier, especially in the face. It's almost silly now for me to try to contour because there is no hiding my double chin right now. So I don't do a lot of contour, but if I do, it's on my forehead because that's like the one area that's still the same. Again, pretty good product. Easy to layer on. It's pretty. Is sheer the correct word? It's light. Not very super pigmented, so it's really good for layering, which I do like. This is a tart palette. Tart palette. It has hologram flamingos on it. This is the palette I was talking about that an old coworker, she's actually my boss, had given to me. She got 2 of them and she gave me one, and I was so excited because this was like probably the most expensive thing, the most expensive piece of makeup that I've ever owned. Which I thought was cool, and it has like the best shades in the world. I still heavily use orange and red shades because I think it complements my skin and my eye and hair color the most, and that's what this is. I also like to use gold a lot. I'm a gold jewelry, gold makeup kind of person, so very excited. Again, colors are a bit distorted. These are much darker in person. This is like a really pretty burgundy color. These are shimmery. This is a very nice sheer color, and that's just a very pretty burnt orange. Love this palette. Great shades. Would recommend. I have no idea what Glam on the Go eyeshadow palette. This has to have been. Lord, how many years has it been? 5, 6. I don't want to say 7. I think maybe 7. We might be going on 7 years now. Let's just say 6.5 is a good spot of when her and I worked together and she gave me this. I've had it for a long time, and I know you're not really supposed to use makeup for a long time, but I've had no issues with this, and I ain't getting rid of it no time soon. The shades are Soul Sister, Ambition, Boss Babe, #work, Make It Happen, and Going Places. Oh, look at that. Very shiny. Loved this palette. Still love this palette. Was very excited to receive that palette. Oh, Lord. My lamp. Now one of my dogs is over here wants some love. A baby. I don't have small dogs. They're like medium-sized. Oh, there she is. Hello. She is half husky, half Australian shepherd. She's like 8 or 9. Okay, baby. My other cat is asleep on the bed. My cats are brothers from the same litter. They were the 2 eldest born. My dogs, so the one you just saw, her name is Dax, and we have her son, who is her plus half border collie. His dad was just a neighborhood dog. He was born before my husband and I even got, these were his animals before we ever got together, and I had my cats before we got together, and so blended family. A lot of like family though, which I think is kind of funny. Oh man. Okay, just making sure my youngest is still zonked out. He's good. This is a Too Faced Country palette. I can't actually remember where I got this from, but I've had it since I was like in high school. Some pretty decent shades. I really liked this pink for a long time. Let me read you the shade names. It's in like 3 separate categories. It's day, classic, and fashion, which I think is funny. So for day, there is Cowboy Take Me Away, Y'all, and peach shade and a really nice brown that I liked a lot. And then I think my next favorite one would be the pink one. So in the classic category, there is Famous in a Small Town, Paper Roses, and Rhinestone. And in the fashion category, it's All American Girl, Nashville, and Bluebird. I'm not really country, like at all, but I do like this palette. Maybe a friend gave it to me. I can't actually 100% remember. It just came into my possession one day and I've had it ever since. But yeah, it's hard to find a good pink eyeshadow, I've realized, and that one is actually really, really quite nice. Take a sip. Oh, round two. My doggy. Stinky. I have this. It's straight up glitter. One of my sisters got this for me. It's by the brand Sugar Pill. It's vegan and cruelty free. She gave this to me forever ago too. It is a loose glitter eyeshadow. I don't think it's like a specific shade. I think it's just gold, and it's just straight up glitter. I love it. Oh man, I love shiny stuff. Straight up glitter. And this is still mostly full because it is a bit tough to find places to just wear straight up glitter. Very pigmented. Love it. I'm never getting rid of that though. I love it. And then I have this. I've tried to use it one time and I don't think I did it correctly. I have a Maybelline New York Color Tattoo 24 hour. Up to 24 hour. This is a cream eyeshadow. I don't know if Knockout is just part of the brand or if that's just like the shade name. But it's a very deep purple. It's really pretty. I like it a lot. The little glass thing is super cute. I don't know. I have a hard time with cream eyeshadows because my eyes are so hooded that this eyeshadow just loves to go into the crease and just stay there. So I might actually get rid of that one because I just don't use it. God, but then I look at it and it's so pretty. It's really pretty, dark purple in person. Love that. So that's what I had sitting in front of me, right here. My dog, she likes to sit with her back legs behind her. We call it a sploot. She's splooting. Let's take another drink. I've been talking so much, my mouth's getting dry. Don't eat. Oh, here's my other dog. Well, this is my husband's dog. Him and I aren't always the best of friends, but he's nice when he wants something, and you're not. Okay, there you go. I don't really have good makeup storage. I haven't made stuff in like these glass jars. I have several different size glass jars. A lot of them are from like pasta sauces or like coffee jars that my husband would bring home for me. This is a little mason jar from Slim Chickens that I got for my husband at some point. So I will just show you. I kind of have them separated into like stuff for my eyes. I have two like eye ones. I have a face one, and then I have my lip products in another one. So I just have some. These are my favorite tweezers. I had these for a long time. These are just some backup tweezers. These are for applying false eyelashes, which I rarely do because it is difficult. So then, oh heavens, I dropped my mascara. Let me get the mascara I use is the Scandal Eyes Volume on Demand by Rimmel London. I've used this brand of mascara since high school, I think. Because I don't really have thick eyelashes, but they are relatively full. But again, my eyes are hooded, so I really like to have long eyelashes without wearing false lashes. And this really does the job. It really darkens and lengthens them. And I have the same one in a waterproof container. And I do like the regular one first, top and bottom, and then I'll do my waterproof one, top and bottom. That might be overkill, but it's just how I do it. I have a little eyelash curler. Pretty sure I got this at Dollar Tree. Does the job just fine. I have my little avocado. Oh man, and here I am just dropping stuff. My little avocado easily hear them upstairs. This is the brow pencil I use. I would swear my life on it. It is the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. I don't actually know if e.l.f. has any other brow pencils. I don't actually. I think there's like 3 or 4 shades. I think I use the medium one. Oh, haha, it's on the lid, it's not on the pencil. It takes me like a minute and a half to do my eyebrows with this. It has this, and then of course a spoolie on the end. Love it. I love it. And then of course I already showed you my 2 eyeliners that I recently got. I just have some brushes. I got these in like a huge kit. I've never used these before, any of these purple ones. None of these have I ever used. I just have them. I have a lash glue eyeliner, and I don't, when I do wear lashes, knock it off. When I do wear lashes, I use this, and it's very difficult to get off, even with any kind of soap of any sort. It is tough, but I keep it anyways. I use this sometimes for my eyes, sometimes for concealer. Again, I've never used this. It's like one of these kind of old school brushes, but I keep it anyways. I have this that I use for my eyebrows. It's not my full eyebrows, but just, occasionally. Gotta get the ends just right. My son is not having it. He's not upset or anything, but you can just tell he's so irritated that he doesn't have that pinky. These are brushes that I got from e.l.f. I got these like 10 years ago, I would say. This one is a little bit broken, but it works just well. I'll Gorilla Glue it or something. This one's just an eyeshadow brush. This is an eyeliner brush, it says. And then this one is a blending eye brush. I pretty much just use these 2. Fluffy and flat one. Love them. No complaints. This is a brow and lash gel. I will usually if I'm doing my brows, I will apply this and let it dry and then do my brows, just because my eyebrow hairs are kind of long. So, there's that. And then I just have a liquid eyeliner pen. I am not good at eyeliner, so I don't really use that very often. I was getting kind of good at it when I met my husband, and I would wear it sometimes. And then I just stopped. No real rhyme or reason, I just stopped. And it takes a great deal of patience to do that. Actually, I think after I show you this next bit, I will be done filming. Unless I just do it in like multiple parts, which I guess, oh my gosh, would make sense. These are just getting to be very, very, very long. I don't think anybody actually wants to watch a 2-hour video. Alright, more eye stuff. I've never used any of these brushes. This is one of the... Do I need to do it closer to my headphone? I'm wearing some wireless earbuds. Well, they're actually AirPods. I got them as a gift. I wouldn't actually spend this much money on a pair of headphones. They are pretty good quality. But I don't know. Does it need to be closer or further? I don't know. There's those. I sometimes use these again for eyeshadow. This one had Lord knows what on it, but sometimes I use these like little flat ones for concealer. This I use as a blending brush. I have, and that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a little rose, a little bit dirty. I should probably clean my brushes. I have the matching one that I use for my blush. I don't remember where I got those either, but they're super cute. And they work pretty well, no complaints. I have these liquid eyeshadow and glitters. Still pretty pigmented. I just don't ever really use them for some reason. I probably have the same issue with these that I do with that purple one. Just because my eyes are so hooded. This one is Revlon Photo Ready Eye Art. Midnight Glitz is this dark blue one. It's pretty. I like it. And I have a gold one as well. I have a lot of gold eye stuff. This is the shade Topaz Twinkle. Oh, that's cute. I really like that. Rediscovering how much I actually like this makeup when I got it. is the Elf. I think it's, yeah, Elf Bite Size Eyeshadow Cream and Sugar. So there's like a peachy, a gold, sugar, and orange, and a dark brown. Super cute. Let me see if I can. Yeah. Nice, good brown. Love that. Let me do the gold. Just put the gold right over top of it. I guess you can't really see, but super cute. Love it. Now the trick is, am I gonna get these back in this mason jar? Okay, can't do that. So there's that. After that, I have more stuff, but my phone is propped up against them. So, do I want to risk my phone falling down? I don't know. Man, my kid is really tired. He also, my younger son, if he like wakes up or something or is having a hard time going to sleep, I can still like rock him and get him to sleep. My older son is not really for that. He won't go to sleep like if I'm in the room. My oldest son has always been a very, very, very good sleeper. I had very few issues with him. Slept throughout the night starting at 6 weeks old, and he would only wake up to eat before that, which was awesome. My youngest son sleeps like crap, and he always has. He loves waking up in the middle of the night and hooting and hollering, and I swear to God, he didn't sleep the first 4 months of his life, so then of course I didn't either. He's just having major binky withdrawals. So, let's see what happens. Alright. Okay. Let me just scoot this over here a little bit. I also have this, like, I'll just show you guys later. Underneath my hoodie, I am just wearing like a nightgown. I had a robe on all day, and I forgot my robe upstairs. I'm all the way in the basement of my bedroom, so I don't want to go all the way back upstairs just to go get it. This is an Elf brush. It is a powder brush, and I use it for powder. Good brush. Like it, no complaints. Beauty blender. My blush brush. My Elf HD lifting concealer. It's a little bit too dark for me. I bought that a long time ago. I don't really use it very much anymore. Some small beauty blenders. This is my contour brush that desperately needs cleaned. You see the streak? Yes, it is it's an angled blush brush, but I would use it for contour because I feel like that just makes more sense. This is my highlighter brush. I believe that's what it's used for. Blending brush. It's a fucking highlighter brush. Another one of these. I usually use one for foundation, one for concealer. Not that it matters. Also, that one like desperately needs cleaned, so don't look at that. And then I have a few more brushes. All of these I've actually never used this one. It's like a little torpedo. I've never used this one either. I don't know. I use these two for concealer the most. I sometimes use them for foundation. Not like a full face. I'll like get the foundation where I need to go, and then I will blend it. It's for what I use for these mostly, or like around my eyes. So I'm gonna put all of these back in this jar. This jar just says ball wide mouth. Measurements on the side. 2 cups, and then it has like a little cornucopia. I'm not actually sure where I got this. My son is just going not very loudly, but just making me laugh a little bit. I have a few more concealers. I have the Elf 16-hour camo concealer. Big thick brush. Can you hear that? I have this one. It is from Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Cool Ivory, shade 01. Oh, sorry. Runny nose. Very skinny little brush. This one is much easier to blend out than that camo one. If you let that camo one dry for even a second, it's not going anywhere. You just gotta wash it off and start over. The foundation I am currently using, this is not the one I've always used. I just have a hard time. I don't really think I'm a foundation girly. Like, I really think I just need to find like a BB or CC cream. Not sure what the differences are, but I need to find something of that nature. I don't really like to do like full coverage foundation. I do like this one pretty well, but this one is also from the Maybelline Fit Me collection. It is matte and poreless for normal to oily skin, with clay, and there's stuff all on the bottom of it. Clay and something else in it. And it is in the shade 110 porcelain. And it doesn't have like a pump or anything. You just gotta pour it out. And sometimes I do too much, but I haven't worn foundation in forever. So there's that at least. Okay. Moving over to the side so I can show you my lip products. I think the only lip things I don't have in this jar, I have a couple of chapsticks like in my bathroom, and then I have some like upstairs for my kids. And then that's it. I think the rest of my lip stuff is here. I don't wear a lot of lipstick because I just think I have a weird lip shape. And it's like my upper, well, it's not even just my upper lip, both my lips are, it's a little bit difficult to explain. Maybe someday I will make an application video and I can show you why I struggle. It might just be a me thing. You guys might be looking at me thinking like, she's so stupid, what is she having a problem with? But this is, I got this at Dollar Tree. I guess I should try it. This elf stuff I either got at Walgreens or Walmart. I used to shop at Walgreens a lot. I freaking loved Walgreens for a long time. My brushes and stuff, most of them are from there. My mascara is from there. My tweezers are from there. I have a lot of stuff from either Walgreens or Walmart. That's where I got most of the stuff at. Again, I am really quite frugal. I do not like to spend a lot of money on anything. Some stuff I got from Dollar Tree. This little LA Colors Sugar Lip Scrub I got from Dollar Tree. It's really nice to get the dead skin off your lips. Works pretty well. I got this puppy a long time ago. I think I was like 14, maybe. And my sister-in-law, my eldest brother's wife, gifted me some of the first makeup I ever had. I might have been younger than that. I might have only been like 12. And it's from the brand Liplicious. I don't really wear it anymore. You can tell it's like all frayed. It was in high school I used to wear it to like homecoming and stuff like that just because I thought it was cute. It is a pretty shade. Like, I don't have anything against the shade. It's just, it is old. Pretty pink. It still smells good. Still smells like vanilla. It still smells really good. I got this from Shein, I think. I got this for myself as like a stocking stuffer. And it's an aloe 99% soft lip oil. And it's like, it looks clear, but it goes on super pink. Yeah, like the color of the brush is the color it is on your lips, which is kind of cool. It hasn't really done anything for like the softness of my lips, but it is like kind of a nice lip stain. Like, if I were to put it on before bed, I would wake up with very pink lips, and sometimes it's cute, I think. It just looks like a little aloe leaf, which I thought was adorable, and it was only like $1. So I got this at Walmart. I got both of these. I got Tommy Pickles and a Reptar. I think it's funny, his head has like the little bones. These look absolutely horrible on me. They are, I don't know if it's Color Pop or just Pop, but it says Pop. I can't remember. And the shade names are respectively Tommy and Reptar. This is like a peach color, and it's way too close to my skin tone. They're super thick and super sticky, which I kind of like in a lip gloss sometimes. But yeah, these are like pretty much full. They are also like very, is sparkly the right word? Shimmery, I think, would be more appropriate. This is straight up white. Oh, looks just terrible on me. But they are so cute. I cannot get rid of them, and I don't know anybody. Like, I tried to give these to my sisters, but we're all similarly complected, and they look bad on all of us. So they're just my little novelty lip glosses because I think they're cute. This is an e.l.f. liquid matte lipstick. I wore this to my wedding. I wore the lip combo. Let's see. I wore this e.l.f. matte lipstick, but then I put this Burnt Bees lip gloss on top of it. This is in the shade Tea Rose. Real pretty shade. I like the applicator. It's like a mauve color if I had to categorize it. Super cute. Really like it. Pretty big. This Burt's Bees shade, I don't know if it has a shade name. It's the Burt's Bees 100% natural lip shine spontaneity 016. That is the shade name. It's kind of a purpley color. Also smells good. I really like this. I do like a lot of Burt's Bees stuff, and I never really thought I would. Just for some reason growing up, but I like a lot of Burt's Bees stuff. Speaking of which, I have this Burt's Bees chapstick. Also, my lips are like super chapped right now. I've just been yapping too much. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. That is the stuff. It's the Burt's Bees Ultra Conditioning Moisturizing Lip Balm, rich in butters and oils that hydrate and condition dry lips. 100% natural origin with responsibly sourced beeswax. Love it. I have another e.l.f. lipstick, and I'm not Taylor Swift. I cannot do red lipstick. I think it looks just absurd on me. And I wish I could. This is in the shade of Red Vixen. It's a very pretty, not super dark red, but it's, it's dark enough. Super pretty. It's matte. It's the sister to the other one I showed you. I might have to just give in and look goofy and wear it because it is super pretty. I bought this from like TJ Maxx when I was in high school. It is the, can I help you? It's the Ellen Tracy Thick Stick. And it's just like a crayon lipstick. Very pretty shade. I like it a lot. I don't know if it has a shade name. It does have directions, which I think is funny. Using soft strokes, apply the thick stick lip color pencil starting at the corner of each lip, working outwards to cover. No shade name. Very pretty. I got this at Dollar Tree. It's just a Wet n Wild fire truck red. And I am never gonna wear that one. Hot red. I can't be doing that one. That's nuts. This is an LA Colors. Also got it from Dollar Tree. LA Colors Lip Duo. It says Lip Duo. I don't know if one side is supposed to be liner and one side is supposed to be pencil. But again, I don't do red. I don't know why I have so much red for somebody who doesn't wear red. Oh, but these used to be my favorite when I was like 20 and 21. I had so many of these. I went through so many. The Burt's Bees Tinted Lip Balm, and this was in the shade Red Dahlia. This was my absolute favorite one in the whole world. I would wear this every single day. But that just looks kind of gross. It's like a purpley red color. This one's old. There's like nothing left to it. I really just need to chuck it. Loved that one. I also got this from Shein, and it's like the exact same thing as the Aloe one, just in a different little thing. It's cute. It's whatever. Here's some more Burt's Bees. It is a lip shimmer in fig. I think it's like a... Is this the color of a fig? I'm not sure. I don't actually know what the color figs are. I thought they were purple. Kind of a pretty red color. Looks a little bit more orange than that. And it was just not the right shade for me. It just didn't look good on me. I have the just original chapstick brand Vanilla Latte chapstick. I think I got that from somebody for Christmas. I think I got this at Walmart on like a super huge clearance. And it sucks, so that's why. It is the Mega Last Liquid Catsuit Eye Shine Lipstick in the shade Late Night Done Right. And it's like this really deep purple, and it just sucks. I hate it. It just doesn't stick to your lips like at all. It's horrible. I used to love this. This was, I wouldn't say my go-to because I really didn't wear it very often, but I thought this was like the best lipstick I had ever found. I don't know why I don't like it as much anymore. It's probably just old, and I probably just need to chuck this one too. It's the Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip Color in the shade Passion. And it's like a pretty purpley red. I'm space. Oh, it smells good. Got that one right, I'm pretty sure too. This one right here. Cute. This was just like a little lip oil that I got from Dollar Tree that I actually ended up really loving. And then I have this. One of my friends in high school gave this to me, and I wore it to the military ball my senior year. Loved it, and it's just from LA Colors, and it's matte, and it is in the shade Illusion. Let's see, I can do them right here, and it's like this, almost like a brown red, but more teetering towards brown. Loved it. Oh, I loved it so much. I thought it was awesome. Let's see if I can do this in a way that's aggressively loud. I guess when you put things out in glass jars, that's probably not much of an option, huh? I also had no idea I was going to try to make ASMR videos ever until today. I thought about it, and then just never did it. And I was like, you know what? No time like the present. And even though there's like physically nobody in front of me, I still feel like I'm having a conversation with somebody who just doesn't talk a lot. Space in there now. These don't fit in there well. I should buy like an actual lipstick, lip product, something or the other. Well, I guess they fit there well enough. What was that? But yeah. That's all my makeup. I have other beauty stuff. I might as well show you guys, huh? I do have a decent amount of it is in my bathroom. I do have a few things sitting here on my vanity, though. I have a couple of face masks. This is a water gel mask from Freeman. I don't think this one really does anything for my face, but it smells really good. It's hydrating cactus and cloudberry. I don't know, I like it. And then I have 3, not of this exact kind, but 3 from this. It's just a Walgreens brand. It's either 1 clay and 2 peel-offs, or 2 clays and 1 peel-off. I can't quite remember. I like these a lot. I feel like these actually did stuff. Knock it off. Hey, Dax, I'm watching you. Hush. I feel like they actually did stuff for my skin. This is the Reawaken facial mask with cucumber extract. It clarifies and refreshes skin. An easy peel-off mask. I've had this a long time too. Me and my husband, I bought these around the time that him and I started dating, and we would do these together. Had them for a long time. Thought they were great. Loved them, and I have more. I have this little snail fan. I bought this. This was one of my husband's. It was too big for a stocking. It was like a stocking stuffer type present, and he didn't end up taking it with him. So now I'm gonna use it. Sorry, I have a hair clip on it. The fan's adjustable, and I just figured if I'm sitting here doing my makeup, it would not only help dry my hair, but also, my makeup. I just thought it was so freaking cute. I got it. It's in this place called Gabe's. It's like kind of like if you've ever heard of Ollie's. It's like that. Just adorable. So cute. And then I fell prey to these hair clips. I thought they were so cute. Not long after I bought these, though, I cut my hair really short, but my hair is long enough again. I can wear my hair clips. I actually just wore that one yesterday. I have some other hair stuff down here. I have a mason jar full of bobby pins, ponytails. This is my favorite ponytail. I have very thick hair, and for a long time I had really long hair. It's growing out now. But for a long time it was like all the way down my back. This is the thickness of the ponytails I would use. Just massive. And I still use this. I have a lot of these, and I have some regular stuff in there too. I have a couple of small little clips. I have a purple flower that I got with the white flower. Pretty sure I just got those at Walmart. One of my sisters used to work at a beauty supply store, and she would buy, and they were called Invisibottles, like those big stretchy ones I just showed you. And she would buy them for me because my hair was so long and thick, I couldn't keep it contained any other way. Just some other small, well, not small, but just some other hair clips. Got these at Dollar Tree. My blow dryer's down here. I don't really do my hair very often. Doing my hair is usually just putting it up in buns. My kids don't rip it out. much hairspray I use. I've always kind of had that issue. I do like straightening my hair. My hair will stay straight without hairspray or anything. So I like that a lot. I just don't do it very often because it takes forever. And I guess Dax, knock it off. I guess some of the last things I will show you in this video. This is probably part 3, 4, or 5. I don't know at this point. We'll see. I have some perfumes and some lotions. They're all from Bath and Body Works. A lot of them were gifted to me. Not this one though. This one is my favorite. Oh gosh. Oh, it smells so good. It is in the scent Dahlia, and I have the matching lotion and body scrub. I bought this, not this one specifically, but I bought this scent a long time ago. Loved it. It was my favorite scent I had probably ever had. I've never had like Dolce & Gabbana or Versace perfume or anything. My husband has a Dolce & Gabbana and a Versace cologne, and they smell heavenly, both. Well, one of those was gifted to him for his birthday a few years ago. I've just never had, because I've always just really liked the way these things smell. I'm very easy to please. They discontinued this for a while, and I was like heartbroken. But the last time I went to Bath and Body Works, and it's been a few months, but the last time I went there, they had some again. So I bought a brand new one because I had like 2 freaking pumps left in my other one, and I was so upset. I was very excited. Most of my things are like floral scented. I really like floral scented things. The next one is Rose. I don't actually remember when I got this one. It smells good. It smells like flowers. It smells like a rose. This one, one of my brothers got for me when we were living together. I like shiny stuff. And he got this for my birthday, however many years ago. It's in the stars, diamond shimmer mist. Like, it smells pretty good. Like, I never had any issues with the way it smells, but I really just liked it because it was shiny. It shimmered dust. It smells nostalgic in a weird way because I have no idea what it actually smells like, but it smells like kind of like our mom. My mom would never wear something like that, but that's just kind of what it reminds me of. I got this from Walgreens, and I've had not this specific one, but this scent several times. Fiore by Vince Camuto. Probably sound like an idiot saying that. Again, floral scent. I guess that's the only one that I have that's not from Bath and Body Works. Now, these were all gifted to me by my sister. I have a 1,000 Wishes lotion, and I have the matching little perfume, and I think they smell really good. My sister that gave me these, she's just not big on this kind of stuff, and she's just really specific with her scents, and she knows that I eat this stuff up, so she gave it to me. I think it was last year around this time when I went back home to visit them. Actually, I think I bought this one myself. You know what? I think I'm a liar. I think I actually bought both of these myself. So my son's in there doing like the wah 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 thing. I FaceTimed my mom the other day, and she was doing that, and he thought it was so funny. And he's done it before, but he hadn't done it for a while, and now he thinks it's like the funniest thing again. This is the Pure Wonder. I like this a lot. Into the Night. My sister did give me this one. That one smells really good too. I like that a lot. That one kind of reminds me of my aunt's house. And then I have some more like lotions and stuff in the bathroom. But then I have the Dahlia lotion, and I have the Hello Beautiful lotion. I really like these. And then I have the Champagne Toast hand sanitizer. And I think that is where this video will end. I don't know if I'm going to try to upload these all together. I doubt it because these videos are all like in 30-minute fragments. So this is going to be part whatever to part whatever. I hope you guys enjoyed, and there will soon be more to come. Bye. Hello, 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 hello. Hey. This is my first YouTube video ever. First ASMR video ever. I've been watching for 10 years, give or take. it's supposed to be their nap time. My oldest is not wanting to sleep. We're on day 2 of no binky. He was very attached to his binky. He did not nap yesterday without it. He slept through the night just fine, no complaints, but he did not have a good nap time yesterday. And right now I think we're kind of doing the same thing. If you hear, I can't hear myself right now. So I don't know exactly what my headphones are picking up. You might hear some music and some jabbering and whining, and that would be from my son in his room over his monitor. But I don't want to, if I continue to make videos, this may be my only one. I don't want to, kind of going off on a tangent from that, I don't want to apologize every video for every single piece of background noise or any sound other than the ones I'm trying to make, because that's just life. And I'm not trying to say that to be rude in any way. But I do have 2 very young children, and I have 2 dogs and 2 cats. And I live not in a busy area. I do live in a metro, not in the heart of the city by any means. I live in just like a regular neighborhood. But there's a lot of animals in my neighborhood. For a residential street, it's well trafficked enough. We're kind of off of a few main roads, so consider this the one apology to rule them all, if you will. Anywho, that's a little bit about me. I don't want to give out my full name or my name at all right now, and I don't want to show all my face. So you get to see my first and my second chin. I don't have a great setup right now. I have never filmed anything in my life. So you are currently, I'm filming on my phone, and it is sitting on top of this, if you can hear that, plastic shelving. It's like a 3-tier plastic shelving that I'm using as like a vanity. I'm making it into a vanity in my bedroom. We just moved, by the way. We've lived here 2.5 weeks, maybe. So I still have a lot of unpacking to do. We have a lot more stuff than I realized, actually. Also, sorry if you hear that acid reflux. It is what it is. A lot of unpacking, and I've never had a vanity before, actually. When I guess I'll just continue to tell you more about myself before I do what I actually wanted to do for this video. When I moved away from home, I was 19. I moved with one of my siblings to a different city a few hours away from where we had lived our whole lives and grown up. My sibling is 5 years older than me. He's lived a few other places, but he was living in our hometown at the time, and we decided we just wanted to change. We'd had kind of a rough year, both together and separately. I had graduated that year, and he had some other personal stuff going on, and so we just decided we kind of wanted to change. And I thought, I'm 19, time to fly the nest, whatever, right? So we moved a few hours away. We moved into an apartment with one of his friends. We were there from November to April, and then we moved into a house of our own, and we were there for a year, and then he moved away out of that city that I was in. I stayed there, and I lived in my apartment for a year and a half, a year and some change. I can't remember exactly when. A lot of life has happened in these last few years, but as I was living in that apartment, I had met my now husband. So when we got married, I then moved out of my apartment into his home that he owned. His home was smaller than my apartment. Well, the house my sibling and I lived in was pretty good sized. We just didn't have like a ton of spare money lying around. And I always just, like, when I did my makeup, I would just sit on my bed with my makeup and a hand mirror and just do it that way. I never thought a vanity was necessary, and I still don't think it's necessary now. But I think it is just a fun, girly thing to kind of have it, even though I just have like this white plastic shelving stuff. I have some stuff on the walls in front of me, and succulents and haven't for a long time. I thought it's really cute. You can't really tell what it is. It's succulents. Love succulents. I don't have any right now. I had a lot before I moved away from home, and then for a few years after that, and then I got my cats, and they like to knock them over and eat them and destroy them. So I decided no more plants for a while, and I haven't had any. I think I maybe have had one or two since, and then that was it. Which is fine. Like it's whatever. I do plan on getting some succulents this year, though. We have a lot more space in this home that we just moved into, and I have places I can put these succulents that my two now fat cats cannot get to. Not because they're fat. My cats aren't like morbidly obese. They're just kind of chunky. I guess that's a matter of opinion. I don't think they're morbidly obese. My cats' names are Fatty and Meatloaf, and they're just chunky cats, but they're still agile. They're 5 years old. I have had them since they were 8 weeks old. I think since they were super teeny tiny. They are two of my little best friends. I have no idea what I was just talking about. But I think the gist of what I was saying is that I just didn't have the money or the space for a long time. I did have both when I lived in my apartment, but I just never felt like it was necessary because, again, I would just do my makeup like in the mirror I had in my bathroom, or I would sit like on my couch or on my bed with a handheld mirror. I used to really love doing makeup, and I still do. Oh my gosh, I am really enthusiastic about makeup, and I used to watch like Jeffree Star. I would watch a little bit of James Charles. He wasn't always my cup of tea. He just kind of annoyed me. I'm not moving on from any of that. But I used to watch a bunch of different beauty gurus and all sorts of makeup videos and makeup TikToks when that came around, and it was just always something that I thought was cool. I was a severe tomboy growing up. I used to wear my older brother's hand-me-downs, basketball shorts and t-shirts and stuff all the time just because, I don't know, I wanted to be like them because they were cool. I had older sisters too, but my sibling closest in age to me was an older brother. So I just wanted to do what he did because I thought he was so cool growing up. And it took me until 8th grade to realize, like, maybe I want to dress a little bit differently. And so I started wearing like cute little cardigans and like necklaces, and I didn't wear a lot of makeup. Not because like my parents didn't approve or anything. My parents were split. I lived with my dad, and he didn't care if I wore makeup, and my mom didn't really care if I wore makeup. And I wasn't going like full beat, full glam, anything, of course. But two of my sisters showed me how to fill in my eyebrows, which I just used to do with a very dark brown eyeshadow. And they taught me how to apply like simple eyeshadow and mascara, and I would maybe do like a lip gloss, and that was pretty much it. And I wouldn't do it every day. I was still very young and just kind of learning how to actually become a young woman. Well, a young lady, I guess. I was nowhere near a woman when I was like 14, but those are some really fond memories I have. And then as I got into high school, I got a little bit better at it. I started using a brow pencil. I use the same brow pencil that I use the same one now that I did back then because I liked it so much, and it's just so quick and easy. I got a little bit better at doing eyeshadow and mascara. I would sometimes do like a powder, just kind of like a setting powder and some setting spray. And then for like formal occasions, like a prom, I was in a military program when I was in high school and middle school, but that's kind of besides the point. But we had a military ball at the end of the year, each year, and it was like prom, essentially, except that like you would have a meal, but you would still wear like these nice formal gowns. There would be a dance. There was just a little bit more ceremony to it, just because of the nature of what it was. But not my freshman year. I was not skilled enough to do it then, but I had one of my sisters and one of my cousins help do my hair and my makeup and stuff. Tons of fun. But as time went on, I did my own makeup from then on out, and I feel like I had gotten pretty good at it. I did my own makeup for my wedding, and I was just really hoping I didn't screw it up, because that's an important day in a young woman's life. And looking back at pictures, I really thought I did a pretty good job. Looking back at some of the pictures from high school, I'm like, oh wow, my eyebrow had a weird arch to it, or it was really long down the side, or oh wow, my eyebrows aren't sisters, they're not cousins, they're not even related. What's going on there? But also, sorry, my nose is super runny. It's very cold outside, and I have a really sensitive nose. So I apologize about all that. Hopefully you can just look past that, listen past that, if you will. But then my husband and I got married. I was still wearing makeup on a regular basis. Every day would be eyebrows, mascara, some type of eyeshadow. Around that time, as I had noticed that Kylie Jenner, she had done like just a pop of color in her inner corners, and I thought, oh my god, this is the next big thing. This is so cute. I love it. So I would often do orange. I have green eyes and dark brown hair, and I'm very pale. So I thought that, sorry, this is a stain of some sort. And I just thought that was so innovative and so cool and so cute. So I did that a lot. But I also have very hooded eyes. So trying to do makeup that you could actually see on my eyes was tough. I found a way though. And I loved doing it. And the ladies that I used to work with also really loved makeup, and we would sometimes watch these videos together, and they were a little bit older than I was, and they would kind of give me tips and tricks and stuff, and I thought that was very helpful, especially because I was living out of town. I wasn't near my mom or my sisters or anybody that I knew, really, so the fact that these women were, and they were super nice about it. It wasn't like, oh my gosh, your makeup looks like crap, fix it. They were like, oh, try this, or oh, you might like this, just because they were a little bit more well-versed in it than I was, and that was cool too. One of them actually gave me one of the makeup palettes I'm going to show you today. 13 minutes into the video, I would like to tell you what I had originally planned to do today. A little bit of a get to know me. This is my first video introduction. Hello. But what I wanted to do today was show some of the makeup I have. And like I was saying, I really love makeup. And I guess let me clarify a little bit more before I get started. When I was pregnant with my first son, for the first 3 or 4 months, I was very, very sick. I would eat maybe one thing every 3 or 4 days. And other than that, I would just take my vitamins for the baby, because I wanted to make sure he was doing good. And I would just drink water because I was just so nauseous, like I could hardly even stand up. It was horrible. Come my second trimester, I felt much better. But then I was tired all the time. I wasn't sick, but I was tired. And so on and so forth. And then I had my children so close together. So anyways, I really got out of the habit of doing makeup or skincare or anything, really, in any kind of way for a very long time. Like I said, my eldest child is 2.5, and I am just now kind of starting to, my word, it's just kind of starting to get back into doing like a little bit of skincare and a little bit of makeup. Yesterday I did my eyebrows, I put on some eyeliner, I put on some eyeshadow, and I was just feeling it. I had on this cute white sweater, and I was just like, you know what, I'm feeling it today. I was so excited. I sent a whole bunch of pictures to my husband. My husband works away from home, so he doesn't get to see me in person very often. So I was sending him a bunch of pictures, and he was excited that I was excited, and it was a nice time. I did not do any yet today. I woke up, and I was still really tired. And I wake up when my children wake up. I am not going to wake up at 5 or 6 in the morning for anything or anybody. I wake up when they wake up, and it's usually about 7:30. And of course they're awake. I get them up, change the diapers, make their breakfast, and so on and so forth. And today I kind of did the same thing. Well, obviously I don't wear diapers, but I made my breakfast, and I made some coffee, and it's very cold here. It snowed. It's been snowing. And I sat in my robe and hung out with my kids and played with them and just did not do much of anything. And so now that they are napping, my eldest is fighting it. It looks like he might succumb. Looks like he might take a nap, but time will tell. My youngest he's out like a light. Sleepy baby. Anyways, so back to the makeup. I am just now starting to get into makeup again, and I am very excited for it. That's why I have my whole little station set up here. I have, my makeup and my tools, and I have my perfumes and some lotions and some face masks and jewelry and my hair stuff. Not everything is like in its rightful place. In fact, I'm sure I'm going to rearrange a lot of it, and I've been doing that since moving here. I had things set up in a certain way, and then I have been rearranging this and doing that instead of, just unpacking everything and scatterbrained, But anyways, I have what I think is all of my makeup right here and my makeup tools. And like I said, I do really love makeup. I think makeup is awesome. I just think it's so much fun. And I both think that I do and I don't have a lot. For somebody who I do not spend a lot of money on makeup, I buy a lot of e.l.f. Or I have in the past. I haven't bought anything new in a very long time. I did just subscribe to BoxyCharm, and I got my first box. And that's the newest makeup I've bought since I got married. It was 3 years in December. And I haven't bought anything since then. Besides, I got a couple of, eyebrow pencils. And I think I maybe got, a couple of mascaras. Just stuff that I still didn't really use. Because I wasn't even filling in my eyebrows or wearing mascara or, anything. Most days I would do some chapstick and I would call it a day. No moisturizer, no nothing. It was nuts. It was crazy. Sorry, I'm checking on my kiddo. He's just in there flopping around. But, he's doing good. He's not making a lot of noise, not waking his brother up, so we're okay. But I am very excited to get back into the makeup game and take some time for myself every day. Just to bring some self-confidence back. I have gained a lot of weight since having children, and it's not their fault. I just stopped taking care of myself, and I wasn't necessarily taking the greatest care of myself before, but I was working at least 40 hours a week, oftentimes more. But then when I got pregnant with my first son, I was so sick that I had to quit my job because I just kept having to miss work because I couldn't even stand up. I was so nauseous. I'd have to lay flat, and I'd have to have a really cold rag over my entire face, and I couldn't move or talk or anything, or I would throw up. And the way I had to end things at that job, I felt horrible. But I couldn't do it. So anyways, very excited to have this time back to myself. I have been doing very minimal skincare, but I've already noticed a massive difference. All I do is use toner and moisturizer. And like I said, I wasn't even doing that. I would do this in the shower, and that would be that. So, now I wash my face with actual face wash, and then I do my toner and my moisturizer twice a day. And I've already noticed, my skin is a lot more even. I have a very red face. I have very uneven skin. And I was starting to get breakouts and stuff again, and I have already noticed a wonderful difference, so I am super excited. Sorry, my husband is texting me right now, and I'm wondering if he's not going to call in the middle of this, which is fine. I love talking to him, so it's okay. Gosh, he's just beep, 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 text after text. But yeah, like I was saying, I gained a lot of weight with my children and just generally not taking care of myself. So now I am working very hard on maintaining a much healthier diet and taking time every day to take care of my body in other ways. Just because I want to be a lot healthier. I'm happy with my life. I'm very happy with my life, but I want to be a little bit happier with myself, and I know I will be 1,000 times happier if I am healthier. So that is the road I am currently going down. Very excited for it, actually. I also want to be healthier for my children. My kids are very young, us, to me and my husband. He's doing the same thing. So, a very exciting point in my life. But without further ado, this video may be super long, which, I don't know, sometimes I really get into the long ASMR videos, so it's okay. I have no idea what he's even doing in there. His baby monitor, I can only see like 3/4 of his crib. Ah, there he is. So without further ado, I am going to show you first what I got in my, I think Ipsy and BoxyCharm have merged. I'm not 100%. I went to the Ipsy website, and then there was BoxyCharm all over the Ipsy website. I think that's what it said. So same thing, same difference. Maybe they are the same now. I have no idea. But I'm going to show you what I got from them. I got it just a few days ago. And I was very excited. So, a few of the things that oh my god, my lamp! I have a little T-Rex lamp that a friend gave me years and years and years ago. And if you hit it just right, like, the bulbs aren't super tight in there, so it kind of flutters, which is fine, but I just hit it, and that's what that was. The first thing I want to show you, it is from Laura Geller Stylized Liner. This one is in Royal Plum, if you can see that. I typically would only wear dark purple eyeliner. I think I have black eyeliner, and I do like it. But I used a dark purple for many, many years. It's a lot darker in person than it's showing up on the camera. Love purple eyeliner because, again, I have green eyes, and I think it really just made them pop. And my eyes are hooded, so it kind of gave like a, I don't know if sultry is the right word, but I just think it made them look a lot more dramatic, and I like that. I actually have 2 eyeliners from them in the same package. The other one is in the color Warm Cocoa, and it is like a, again, it's darker in person. It is like a bronze color, like a bronze honey color. And I wasn't quite sure how I was going to feel about it. I have tried them both out, and I really like the both of them. And again, the brand from this one is Laura Geller. I don't think you get to choose what comes in your boxes. I don't think you get to choose, like, which, I mean, I know they have, like, your preferences, like, oh, where do you shop? Where do you want to shop? What brands do you like, and stuff like that. You take a little quiz. I did this a long time ago, like a couple months ago, and I finally just decided to go ahead and subscribe to it. I was trying to be frugal with our money, but then I decided I want to treat myself a little bit, so I have heard of Laura Geller before. These go on like butter. They're so smooth, super easy to apply. They, like, don't smudge at all, and they're a little bit difficult to take off, which I like. I mean, they come off pretty easily. Like when you wash your face, it's not like you have to scrub it, and hurt your eyes. It's nothing like that. But I really like these. They go on super smooth, and it's 2 colors that I really, really like. I'm very excited about that. And then I have another one sitting right here. They sent me, I had just bought some toner, which is like no big deal, and they sent me a little toner, because they'd also sent skincare products. As you're filling out the quiz, it's like, oh, do you use this? Do you not use this? And so on and so forth. So they sent me this toner by Feel. Pretty decent. I mean, the one I have is just the Equate brand that you buy at Walmart for like $3 or $4. I used to only use Burt's Bees aloe toner because I had sensitive skin. But again, I am trying to be very frugal and not spend a lot of money on this stuff. And I think it's just witch hazel. There might be aloe in that one too, but it's not hurting my skin at all. It's actually for a $3 toner and like a huge thing. It works really well, and I'm very happy with it. It also doesn't smell bad, which I appreciate. But they sent me this one, and so when I'm out of the other one, I will then use this one. I think the packaging on this is kind of cute. I know it's just plastic, but I think it's cute. So I was, oh gosh, hit the lamp again. So that was a lot of fun. And then they also sent me this setting spray. I have no idea how to pronounce this. It's a vitamin boost setting spray. This is the brand, if you can see that. CIATE with a little, oh my gosh, what is that called? The little, feel silly. This smells super good and it works super well. I have used this a few times now and I like it a lot. It smells cucumbery-ish, like, yeah, it just smells very fresh. I really like the nozzle too. I like that it's a big it doesn't come out as too much, like it's not a super powerful nozzle. It's great. I like it a lot. I used to use just the e.l.f. setting spray. Use this for years and years and years. And I had no issues with it, like, whatsoever. I thought I did a wonderful job. Dang. Let's see how many times I can hit this lamp in the video, huh? I used to use the e.l.f. one for years and years and years. And I have nothing against it. But in the little quiz, it's like, oh, would you like to try some setting spray? So I was like, sure, why not? I'm open to all sorts of new stuff right now because, again, it's been years since I've really dealt with and dabbled in makeup and everything of that nature. So I was excited. And again, that one, it just smells so good. I really like that because the e.l.f. one, it's like a little stinky. You know, it's not like the best smelling thing in the world, but the other one smells so good. So that was exciting. And then, sorry, this is some more makeup here. And then they sent me a press powder. It's the What's Up Beauty Wind Dancer Pressed Setting Powder. It is super cute. There is a little mirror, of course. This is the powder. I am in the shade Fair. I think this is in the shade Light. And typically I buy everything in Fair because you may not be able to tell it. But I am super pale, especially when you take the redness out of my cheeks. But this matches really, really well. It's very soft. I know it's a powder, but I would almost describe it as buttery as well. Cute little butterfly. I was very excited about that because the powder I would normally use, I used the e.l.f. Perfect Finish HD powder. I don't want to open it, but you can see how messy it is. It got dropped many, many times. I dropped it at my wedding. My maid of honor dropped it, and it was rolling around in her car for a while. So it's just really messy in there. I still use it because I'm not trying to throw it away because there's nothing really wrong with it. But it's messy, so I was very excited to get this, and it matches me really well, so that was exciting. And then the last thing I got from Ipsy, I was gonna say it's my favorite. I don't know if it is because I've tried everything but the toner, and I've loved everything so far. But this is, I think, is the biggest product. It is a eyeshadow palette, eyeshadow palette from Ace Beauty. It's beauty, but instead of a Y, there's an E with a little, I want to call it an asterisk, and I know that's not what it is. Somebody will tell me because I cannot remember. It is the Whimsical Bloom palette. And the cover, as you can see, has some different texture to it. Very pretty. Oh, I was so excited to get this. And it has wonderful shades. It has, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15 shades. 10 and 5 are so sparkly. And I haven't used many of these yet. Yesterday, I used the shade Bliss and Starlit, which are the blue and blue. And then I tried out Gleam and Amber Glow. I've dipped my finger in all of the sparkly ones except for the purple one. And I like them all. They are really quite pigmented, and I tried it without any sort of primer or anything, just straight to the lid. And they've worked out really well. These are just really rich colors. I was so excited. So very excited. I still am. So that is what I got in my BoxyCharm. That is my newest makeup. Okay. I hope these videos, I can just upload them together and split. I have no idea how to edit or piece things together or do anything. I'm actually very not tech savvy in the slightest, but I just had a huge, it's not a Stanley Cup, it's a Miyoki. I'm pretty sure I bought this, I don't remember where now, actually. Cow brand. I have a little platypus and a Golden Girls sticker on it. This is my second one of the day, so I had to stop to go pee. So I hope I can just upload these into one video. If not, then I guess this will be a part 2. So, that was my newest makeup that I had gotten from my BoxyCharm. Super exciting. I felt like a little kid on Christmas. So I will go ahead and just show you everything else I have. And mind you, a lot of these are super old, and a lot of them are kind of ugly now because of how long I've had them. So, just bear with me, right? The product is still good, even if the packaging isn't. This, I don't even remember what this used to say. One of my sisters, I think, got this for me